I'm just waking up, getting ready here in my car. I am back to living in the Subaru Forester. In fact, I've been back living here in the Forester for 2 weeks now in the city of Bozeman, Montana. I have just really been living in my car, more so than I feel like at any other time, using that terminology of just living in the car. I'm not on a road trip. I'm not out in the mountains hiking. I am just surviving. Working DoorDash. Actually, I've been doing gig work in order to make some more money to build up my travel fund. I'm going to take you along with what my average day has been like here in Bozeman. Kind of just tell you how I ended up here, why here, and yeah, we're going to make some money too. Just gonna finish getting ready. I'm ready to log in, ready to start dashing. We're not starting off super strong. First delivery is for $4.50. It's almost 3 miles, pick up at Starbucks. Over the past couple of weeks, I have achieved platinum reward status with DoorDash, which means I get sent better offers. But in order to maintain that, one of the criteria is that I stay over 70% acceptance rate for the offers I'm given. And I'm at 70% right now. So ideally, I wouldn't like to take this Starbucks order because it's not super lucrative, but we're gonna have to just, All right, in to get our first order. That definitely took a while inside of Starbucks. They were pretty busy, so I didn't pick up the order until a few minutes after DoorDash had anticipated, which means that, the more time it takes, the less lucrative the offer actually is. It already wasn't a great offer to begin with, but I'm hopeful we'll get some better ones later on today. Took 22 minutes to get the first order. I earned $4.50. Immediately after dropping off the first order from Starbucks, I got a second order from McDonald's at $7.50 plus gratuity will be added on top of that, and it's about 3 miles, so much more lucrative offer. This McDonald's is usually on top of it. Hopefully they're not in the weeds yet for today, so let's go see. Order was ready to deliver. Looks like I'm headed back to Montana State University and I'm dropping off at one of the dorm halls. I've really gotten to know Bozeman.
Drive north.
And the neighboring city of Belgrade quite well over the past couple of weeks.
Exit the roundabout onto South 11.
I'm immediately headed back to McDonald's for another order. It's $6 this time, 3.3 miles. Not bad, not great, but we might just be nickeling and diming our earnings a little bit this morning. Hopefully it'll pick up later in the day. Got a big order this time around. I keep the orders here in this tub on the passenger seat. Keeps it nice and secure while driving. And if anything were to leak, it would leak in this plastic tub. I made that drop off and now I'm headed back to McDonald's for the 3rd time in a row. This time it's a stacked offer. So I'm picking up two orders at McDonald's and delivering them to 2 different locations. I did forget to take a screenshot of this offer, but it's $11 even for the entire thing with the 2 drop-offs. But I think it's less than 4 miles. I forgot. I need to remember to take the screenshot. I'm at like 55 minutes in and I've only made $18.46. So I'm happy to see something in the double digits for earnings. Bye-bye. Got a new order I gotta check. I just had a dog trying to jump into my car, so hold on, let me get out of the way. This next order has me picking up at Qdoba, which I did, but now I have to drive to the neighboring city of Belgrade for DoorDash. In this area, I cover Bozeman and Belgrade. There is a potential that I can pick up orders over there too. I don't have to just like drive back to the area to get more orders. So I might do that. I also kind of want to take a break and show you kind of like what I do to set up my day and set up my goals for earning on DoorDash, which I typically do before I even start the day. But because I was filming today, I didn't do that yet. And so I kind of want to just like end my dash and see where I'm at and then set my goal and see, you know, how much more I have to my goal, because that really helps me stay motivated while doing this. I'll talk about it later. There are some parts of this that I really like with the door dashing, but in general, it's not my favorite thing. An hour and 46 minutes in, I've earned $45 essentially. Looks like I have a new order coming in. Let me check it out. Okay, of course I forgot to take a screenshot, but this order is a stacked order and it has me picking up here at Albertson's grocery store. I think I'm probably picking up an order of groceries. I've done this one time before. So before I go drop off that grocery order, I have to go pick up a coffee order. It seems like this coffee shop is celebrating spooky season year-round. Kind of interesting. Anyway, I guess I just park here and then they come out to me, but I don't know how they're gonna know I'm here. Oh, there's a camera. Oh, here they come. Okay. I went ahead and paused my dash because I want to make my plan for the day, and I'm gonna show you what I do. I have this little notebook. I just wanted to walk you through what I have here. So this is just kind of basic, like I filled it out with the date, and then this top section here is just kind of tracking the overall thing that'll get filled out at the end of the day, so I can see really where I'm at. So the overall spending, bills, I already know that, but I'll fill it out later. Income, and then how much is going to be put in for me to travel coming up when I won't be able to DoorDash. Gas, I'm trying to earn $20 today, and then bills is $35, and then travel I want to earn $100 today. And so I made all these little boxes. They're each $5, and that way I can just kind of like fill them out as I go, and it just kind of motivates me to keep going. So far today I've earned $70 from about 2 hours and 47 minutes of dashing. It's really busy right now and there's an extra $1 for every order I do, so I'm gonna go ahead and get back to dashing, and I'll probably take a break around 2 o'clock or something. It's currently 12:46, but I'm gonna just see how long the peak time lasts. I just like took a little break to go to the bathroom, refill my water and stuff like that. So, and now it's time to get back to work. This is downtown Bozeman. Most of it's actually behind me already. But yeah, the restaurant I'm going to is just outside of downtown. So I actually just got an add-on order for the same restaurant, but a different customer. So that's gonna add $12 to this dash, which brings me to, it was $35 for this dash. Sweet! I have about $40 left for the day after this, so I'm pretty excited, but I gotta get in there. Back in Belgrade and making the first of 2 deliveries. I think I might take a break after this, but part of me is like,
in 1,000 feet, turn right onto Iowa Street.
Part of me is just like, do I just want to finish out the day? But I'm pretty hungry and I wouldn't mind having like a real break. We'll see. I have been here before. Just make sure I have the right order here. Yes, I do. Sorry, that weird noise is a car backing up. They always sound like spaceships nowadays, these cars backing up. It's kind of funny. Time for lunch. I'm gonna make stir fry riced cauliflower, eggs, and then I have these chicken breakfast patties. I'm looking forward to eating this. I wanted to talk a little bit about what I'm liking about DoorDash, what I'm not liking about DoorDash, and stuff like that while I'm cooking up here. So one of the things that I'll say that has really been working for me and kind of why I've been here for 2 weeks is that after returning back from my travels in Europe, and especially with the couple of travel days that I had leaving Europe and arriving back here, which were probably the most difficult travel days I've ever experienced in my entire life, I was feeling very, very burnt out. And so I just spent a couple of days in the city, just in the car, and just trying to sleep a lot and relax and get my mind right. Then I started door dashing. And confidence is really the key. I think it's been giving me like something to do with my days that I don't have to think about. It's like really easy. You have to pay attention and make sure you're driving safely and picking up the right orders and stuff like that. Basically, the app tells you everything you need to do. It's not complicated. And although it might seem like my job here on YouTube, which is how I've been earning my income over the past year, would be something that would be considered like really easy, it's not. It's a huge mental game. I mean, it's easier than a lot of other jobs, but it's a lot of mental. And not to mention the flexibility, the instant reward of being, you could actually cash out your earnings every single day. So at the end of every day, I can have cash available to me, which is nice. I don't necessarily do that every day because it does cost a little bit more. Like it costs about $2 every time you have it transferred, but it does transfer instantly, which is great. Like if you're broke, and I got approved to start door dashing in like 15 minutes. I think the whole process probably took. It was really fast, and I could just go out there and immediately start door dashing. There's a couple of things I don't have. Like I don't have a hot bag, I don't have a pizza bag, so I have to decline any offers for like pizza places that require it. So that does hurt my acceptance rating. So I just keep that in mind, and sometimes I will, I just like to build in a little bit of buffer space with my acceptance rating for that. There's definitely a thunderstorm brewing, which is par for the course around here. Yeah, hopefully it'll pass through and I won't end up having to finish my dash in a thunderstorm. It's typically what happens is it does pass through. So yeah, we're gonna stay positive. Lunch with a little Cholula on top. We've got my famous little combination here. Coming back to that car was in a way good. Like it felt like coming home, and coming back to the US felt nice because it certainly was coming home, coming back to the familiar where I knew how things work. But yeah, coming back to the car was a little bit of a rough transition. I left initially because I sprained my ankle. I wasn't going to be able to go hiking. I went to Iceland. I rented the van. I loved being in that van. I don't want to talk badly about my car because I'm grateful for it and it's gotten me through a lot and it's been here for me. But the appeal of having that additional openness and space of the van versus being in this tight space of the car, yeah, I was not super happy about the transition back. For the first time in this journey, and it's been about a year that I've been living in the car now, I felt homeless. And I know that's a word that we're not supposed to use. And I don't typically use it in terms of like referring to somebody as a homeless person, like they're a person that's experiencing being unhoused. But I felt homeless. And so for me, like door dashing and just seeing progress, I guess, it's just been a lot, and I have bad days and I have good days. But for me, if I can get up and just get moving and get door dashing, it's giving me a sense of purpose right now in a way that hiking can't for me yet, because my ankle is still recovering. Although it sounds like it would be wonderful for my heart and spirit, I just don't feel like my body is ready for that yet. And so door dashing is giving me a bit of a vocation. I am going to be leaving here pretty soon, so there's going to be travel content coming up, and I have some pretty exciting things actually. But right now I'm just working on getting like my travel fund boosted back up. So like putting $100 into my travel fund today that will be able to sustain me on days that I can't DoorDash coming up. And also, you know, I launched Patreon, so having my patrons donating through that platform helps. I've had, you know, people give incredibly generous donations through Venmo and PayPal, and that has really helped move my timeline up with being able to get back out there, just having a, you know, certain dollar amount associated with my travel fund in mind. Icelandic yogurt. Yes, I'm still on a kick on these. This is not the brand I typically buy. The pumpkin and spice flavoring was appealing to me. I actually really like this. It's not too overpowering. Time to record some voiceovers. I already wrote them. I just need to record. If you've been following my recent international travel journey, voiceovers are done. The file is just going to render for a bit. It is actually 4:50, so it took a little bit longer than I expected. Well, I relaxed for a little bit longer than expected. But I just got a notification from DoorDash that they're busy right now, so I know I can log in and start working again. Goal is $40+ for the evening. It is raining, but it's not terrible. I totally feel comfortable driving in this. And I'm just going to hop in the front seat. We're going to get going again. All right, so I have a stacked order. I let a couple of orders go. My acceptance rating is about 75% right now. So I was okay to dismiss some not great orders because I know if it's busy right now, there's going to be some good ones. So I dismissed 2 orders. I don't even remember what they were. They were like $1 a mile. And I just thought we could do better. So I have a stacked order. It's 6.2 miles, 2 restaurants, 2 customers, and it's $12.25. Actually, a few more orders like that, then I'll be done for the day. So yeah, hopeful that that will happen. Each of these orders seems to take about 30 minutes. I'm here a little bit early. That's why I'm sitting in the car talking to you. Yeah, each like DoorDash offer seems to take about 30 minutes. So potentially I could be done by 7. If that's the case, then I might DoorDash until 8 just to earn a little bit of extra, which would be nice. But I'm projecting right now. I just got to stay in the moment. Okay, I'm actually going to Arby's next, but I think they were cutting onions in there or something, and I can barely open my eyes right now. Alright, gotta go to Arby's, just right there. It's raining and sunny and rainbows and windy. It's a typical afternoon in Bozeman, I'll tell you what. Hi, I have a DoorDash for Lindsay. Great, thank you. Okay, I did those drop-offs. I just had a high-paying offer come through, but I had to decline it because it was for pizza. So I think I have another one. Let me check. This next order is another stacked order. It's for $18.25, which that's pretty good. Arby's and Wendy's. So dang, okay. That's almost $20. I mean, that gets me rounded up here. Anyway, I gotta do the math. I'll do it when I'm at a traffic light. I'm driving right now. Drive. Gotta pay attention. At the Wendy's, now back to Arby's. I'm at $146.75 after I complete these two orders. So almost the $155 goal for the day. Whoa, that's a big order. Actually only 1.2 miles from here, so 5 minutes max. Immediately got another order. It's $11+, meaning they will leave a tip on
In a
top.
quarter mile.
I have to go into this place, and I'm going to this sushi pub right here. So let's see if I can find it. I've been in here a couple of times, but I've only gone to some other places. Don't do that. All right, 3.5 miles to the customer as soon as I let myself in my car. Okay, red light. I'm just gonna fill out my notebook. 157.75. Yeah, nice. Is that right? That's cool. So even though I met my goal, I'm gonna keep going for about an hour until 7 p.m. because it's good right now and that can help me pay the taxes on the money that I'm earning. So I do, sorry, it's busy right now, but I do want to talk to you about downsides of doing this, the hardships, like why it's not, wasn't my first choice, but I have to, actually I'm going to decline that order because it's pizza, so I'll just let it go for a second. Wear and tear on my vehicle, let's be honest. Also risk of car accident in which I lose my car, but also my home for right now. So yeah, it took a lot for me to come to the conclusion that this is something I need to do right now, but you know, it is working. It's somewhat lucrative and it has flexibility, but yeah, I didn't want to deal with the wear and tear on my vehicle. That is something that I'm dealing with right now. Just feeling like starting and stopping the car, driving short distances, city driving, things like that. Okay, now I have to pay attention. Okay, again, I have a couple of minutes. Sorry, you're all crooked. I'm actually picking up from a ghost kitchen, which is actually IHOP, but it's called Pardon My Cheesesteak in DoorDash. So somebody thinks that they're probably ordering from like a specialty cheesesteak restaurant or something, but they're ordering from IHOP. Yeah, there's some interesting things that I've learned on the back end of consumption and packaging and all sorts of things by doing DoorDash that I wasn't aware of. But I went in because it was already ready. So now to deliver. Immediately after dropping off that last order, I have another stacked order. I'm going to do a few more orders tonight, but I'm going to say goodnight to you now. I'm going to pick up the camera again tomorrow. I'm going to do a little bit of door dashing again tomorrow, but it's a weekday, so it'll be a little bit different. And then I also just want to take you down into like downtown Bozeman and walk around a little bit because I don't want this whole video to just be like the same angle as like this one here and of me walking and holding a bag. I think I want to give you a little bit more than that. I want to show you around Bozeman a little bit. So we're going to do that tomorrow, but I'm going to say goodnight to you right now just because I'm starting to feel kind of tired. I don't want to worry about filming, putting words together. I just want to do the thing the app tells me to do and then tuck in for the night, kind of. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. So I don't remember if I told you, but yesterday I did end up earning $200 in total for my DoorDash sessions, which is great. I'm super excited about that. I already spent some time this morning figuring out today's worksheet, and yeah, that's because actually by the time I got up and got ready this morning, I slept in a little bit because it rained. It stormed a lot last night, so I woke up a lot. So I think I slept until like 8:30. By the time I was ready to start door dashing, it was actually like saturated. they weren't accepting any more DoorDashing sessions to start. So I'm gonna hop in on the lunch rush in just a minute here. Got a DoorDash for a couple of hours to get through lunch and then stop. Hopefully the skies will clear a little bit. We'll go walk through downtown Bozeman, take a peek around. I actually haven't done that in the 2 weeks that I've been here, so I would really like to do that and take you along. And then DoorDash a little bit later on today. Goal today is to earn $160. 55 of that will go towards bills, 15 towards gas, 60 towards travel is the plan. I've recorded my starting mileage and I'm about to log in and hopefully get some pretty decent orders. I'd like to make like $40 at least through the lunch rush. So wish me luck. They came through. It's a stacked order, 2 restaurants, 2 drop-offs, $12.75, and it's about 5 miles. So that's pretty good start right there. I did stop and fill up my gas earlier today, and I used Upside, which is an app I use to try to find discounted like cashback offers on gas. So the place I went is just right over here. It had a competitive price for premium gas, which is what I need to put in my model of Forester, and it was 20 cents per gallon cash back. I do have a link in the description if you want to participate in that, and I think there's like a $10 bonus for your first fill up or something like that. Just check it out if you want to. It's kind of a nice way to earn either cash back in your bank account or gift cards each time when you fill up. So anyway, it looks like these places that I'm going to be headed to, at least the first one, is off Main Street in downtown, so hopefully I'll find decent parking. I need some caffeine to help me get through the day. I have no patience, no energy for this today. I'm on my second offer. It is a pretty good one. It's $15.50. I have to drive out to Belgrade. I already picked up the food. It's a big old thing of Mexican food. Smells delicious. That last pickup drop-off stack was a little bit complicated. I had to pick up in downtown. I was able to find some decent parking, able to drive to the pickup location for the second thing. And when I got there, I was confused because it was telling me to drop off. Turns out I was dropping off the first order next door. So yeah, that was a little bit confusing. And then I had to drive out of town up to, okay, thank you. I had to drive out of town and it was complicated, and now I needed to make a left-hand turn, but I couldn't make a left-hand turn to get on the I-90, so now I had to make a right and then a left, and now I have to come into this parking lot and then turn around and then go make a right and then make another right and then a left and then finally get on. This is why I need this. I am now parked in like a 2-hour free parking lot just south of downtown. So I'm gonna go walk around, check out some shops. There may be a couple of little things that if I find, I would be interested in purchasing, like a little bookmark or something like that. I might get food out. One of the places that I DoorDashed from earlier, they looked like they had really good fresh food that was affordable and healthy. So I might pop in there and get something. If not, I did pull this out of my freezer and I can make it on my air fryer. Anyway, we'll see how it all goes, but I'm kind of just looking forward to this time, just go out, decompress, and I'm gonna try to not like stress about YouTube work that I want to get done or anything like that. I'm just gonna go enjoy myself for a little bit. right, nothing is really coming through on DoorDash right now. Oh, I didn't tell you. So I had to hurry up and start door dashing after I did a little shopping on Main Street. I actually didn't have that much time, but I bought this awesome mug that is handmade here in Bozeman. I bought it at Ace Hardware. I've been really, like, for a long time, I've been looking for something like this. I wanted a shape like this that was tall, but didn't have a handle because those break, and something that was handmade by a local artisan somewhere. So I found it. It was $40, which I feel like was a good price. I would love to make that back door dashing tonight, but it's going slow so far, so I'm stopping to make dinner. I'm just going to try to make this in the air fryer. I've never done that before. I've had it out of the freezer for a while, so it takes less time to cook. It's not the recommended cooking instructions, but, you know, life on the edge. It's also probably not recommended to cook it in a vehicle. But I have my air fryer hooked up to my Bluetti. This is just going to go right in here. And it's all the way up. Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. I'm not gonna be like driving or anything while this is happening. So we'll see how it goes. All right. Let's see if this worked. I'm not convinced because nope, not ready yet. No. I'm going to stir it. I'm going to put it back. We're going to keep going. You know, it's not going to keep going, though, this video. Just because I'm running out of storage again, and I just can't deal with it right now. I know I'm high strung in this video. I'm not having fun. This is the reality of my situation at the moment. But there's going to be some fun stuff coming up. I'm just kind of like putting in this work so that I can go do the things. So I look forward to taking you with me on that stuff coming up. And in the meantime, take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.